Hello everybody, Chris here, and today I wanted to briefly talk about Vocaloid4, which is a musical editor where you can make robotic characters sing songs, or notes if you want. Basically whatever you want, as long as it's a sound. Traditionally these characters sing Japanese, characters like Miku and all of her Vocaloid companions, but they also have other characters out there now, like Cyberdiva, which can actually do English. But for today, we're just going to be using Miku, and you know which singer you have, or you can select a singer by right-clicking on your musical editor, going down to Singer, and selecting the one from this list, in this case, Miku. Now, if we want to make her actually sing something, we just need to take the pencil tool, find a pitch where we want her to start singing and the time in the song, and left-click, drag, and drop. Now, you'll notice right here that it is doing it in 1/8 notes. Right, yeah, that's right. But you can also change the note length, or the note increment length, rather. You can make it 1/16, 1/4, or even off, where basically you just set it to whatever you want for every single note. Alternatively, while you're dragging, you can hold the Alt button down, and that will also turn the increment off, where you can just manipulate it to the exact length you want. But we added the note by using the pencil, dragging, and left-clicking on our musical editor. And that will give us the note, currently set to pitch A3. So let's go ahead and play that. She'll sing it twice. Of course, it doesn't have to be that sound. There are a lot of different sounds in Japanese, and Miku is one of the Japanese Vocaloids, as should be apparent by now. So, for instance, a Japanese word like watashi could be sung by typing in 3 different syllables in Japanese, wa, ta, and shi. And if we put this in sequence, she will sing the word watashi.
Watashi.
Yeah, and there you go. Now, of course, all of these songs are currently the same pitch, and that's simply because we have them at the same pitch. So if we want to actually move that around, we can manipulate each note as far up or down the scale as we want. For instance, we can drag this all the way to C5. That sounds crazy. How about F4? And she will bring all the way down to C3. And we'll go ahead and play that. Yeah, so a little bit bizarre there. You can make some really interesting sounds within Vocaloid4. But yeah, that's really the gist of it. You just left-click, drag, create the length of your note, then you double-click on the note itself to open up this text box, and you start typing the characters of the note you want. For instance, another Japanese syllable would be ko. So we'll do Koko no, which happens to be a character from a fighting game. Probably not many people watching. Well, some people watching this will have heard of it, Blaze Blue. And it's pretty awesome, too. So she'll sing Koko no now.
Koko no.
Now, if you want to make it more interesting, you can, of course, change the length of the notes. Oops. We'll get to that in a second. You saw how it grayed out? That's because we had overlapping notes.
Koko no.
So she can hold notes, is the idea there. And as for the overlapping notes, if I was to, say, do this again, put another note right above that, same time in the song, a Vocaloid does not break the laws of space-time. She still can't sing 2 notes simultaneously, at least not on the same track. If you wanted to open up another track and have basically a second Hatsune Miku singing, that's totally doable. You can do that, and a lot of people have. Alright, so we have the problem here where, in other words, we have overlapping notes, and that's a problem because that's an impossibility. Now, you may have saw in that brief error message that we can actually fix this by going to, I believe it's a job, and then normalize notes, otherwise just hitting N on your keyboard. And what this will do is basically make cuts with the overlapping notes so that it will fit properly. And I imagine what's going to happen here is that the E is going to be largely cut off. Anywhere that there's a ah sound right above it, the E is no longer going to exist. But let's see what it does. Yeah, that's exactly what it did. Okay, so that's a good trick. Like, especially if you're working with note length off, you'll probably end up overlapping yourself, and that can easily help fix it for you without having to be precise. So that's the general gist of Vocaloid 4. Of course, I'm also very new to this. If you do want me to go ahead and make more tutorials of this as I go along and learn more myself, just let me know in the comments, because actually Vocaloid is a pretty cool concept, and although I've never been personally super into the music, the possibilities are actually really awesome. So, I've been Chris, thank you for watching. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below, and I will see you all next time.